First of all, it's my pleasure to welcome to the stage the 2017 Tour Manager and a victorious Lion himself in New Zealand in 1971, John Spencer, Lions head coach Warren Gatland and his coaching team, Steve Borthwick, Andy Farrell, Rob Howley, Neil Jenkins and Graham Rowntree. Gentlemen, make yourselves comfortable. The announcement in just a moment or two, but Warren, first of all, just a couple of quick questions. When did the ink dry on your squad selection for this year's tour?
Sort of late yesterday afternoon, so some pretty lively debates in terms of finalising the squad, so we're very happy with the quality of the squad that we have and really excited about the team that we've put together. And
this is obviously your third tour in terms of a selector as well. Relative to the other two, how difficult a process has it been?
Probably the hardest one that we've had, but you know, looking back, we think it's a stronger squad. So we're, as a coaching team, really excited about the talent and the quality of team that we're taking to New Zealand.
Good stuff. I know a number of the players we're watching on nervously, so the time has come. John, if I can ask you please to reveal the 2017 touring party to New Zealand.
Thank you, Alex, and thank you also to Sky Sports for hosting us today. I'd like to make a special mention of our principal partners who support us so magnificently. Standard Life Investments, Canterbury, QBE, Land Rover, Qantas, and EY. And could I also take this opportunity to thank the British and Irish Lions staff who've worked so hard over the past months. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my honour as tour manager to announce the squad for the 2017 British and Irish Lions Tour to New Zealand. Backs: Dan Biggar, Ospreys and Wales. Elliot Daly, Wasps and England. Jonathan Davis, Scarlets and Wales. Owen Farrell, Saracens and England. Lee Halfpenny, Toulon and Wales. Robbie Henshaw, Leinster and Ireland. Stuart Hogg, Glasgow Warriors and Scotland. Jonathan Joseph, Bath and England. Conor Murray, Munster and Ireland. George North, Northampton Saints and Wales. Jack Nowell, Exeter Chiefs and England. Jared Payne, Ulster and Ireland. Jonathan Sexton, Leinster and Ireland. Tommy Seymour, Glasgow Warriors and Scotland. Ben Teo, Worcester Warriors and England. Anthony Watson, Bath and England. Rhys Webb, Ospreys and Wales. Liam Williams, Scarlets and Wales. Ben Youngs, Leicester Tigers and England. And now the forwards. Rory Best, Ulster and Ireland. Dan Cole, Leicester Tigers and England. Tahupe Faletau, Bath and Wales. Ty Furlong, Leinster and Ireland. Jamie George, Saracens and England. Ian Henderson, Ulster and Ireland. Maro Itoje, Saracens and England. Alan Wynne-Jones, Ospreys and Wales. George Cruz, Saracens and England. Courtney Laws, Northampton Saints and England. Joe Marler, Harlequins and England. Jack McGrath, Leinster and Ireland. Ross Moriarty, Gloucester and Wales. Sean O'Brien, Leinster and Ireland. Peter O'Mahony, Munster and Ireland. Ken Owens, Scarlets and Wales. Kyle Sinclair, Harlequins and England. CJ Stander, Munster and Ireland. Justin Tipuric, Ospreys and Wales. Mako Vunipola, Saracens and England. Billy Vunipola, Saracens and England. Sam Warburton, Cardiff Blues and Wales. And the captain for the 2017 tour is Sam Warburton. Good luck, mate. Good luck.
Sam, many, many congratulations. The secret is finally out. First things first, obviously only the second person to captain the Lions on 2 tours. How proud are you on this day?
Yeah, it's hard to put into words, really. It was only till, I think, last night, even 4 years later, 2013 tour hasn't really sunk in, to be honest. And we had a dinner last night with all the ex-captains from the previous Lions tour. It was only when you sat down at that table and you see the company you're with, you kind of realise what you're doing, you know. So that really hit home to how big a deal it is, especially this time around with New Zealand. You know, arguably the toughest tour. You know, amazing challenge and amazing opportunity.
Yeah. How and when did you find out from Warren?
I found out last Thursday. So I was just in a supermarket car park. My wife was getting some bread and milk. I didn't want to go in because the cashier loves rugby and I didn't want to be asking the question about the Lions. I think I hung up on Gats the first time because I thought it was one of the boys in the Blues messing around. So I messing on my phone in the morning. I've had it every day for the last 3 weeks. You know, boys constantly asking you, but I genuinely didn't know. So, but yeah, he asked me last Thursday afternoon.
We have to ask about the injury. How's that coming along?
Yeah, it's fine. Something I've experienced in the past, so I know how to manage it. But there'll be no doubt I'll be 100% fit for the start of the tour. So, so no problems there.
Great to hear. Warren, why Sam? Why is he the right man for you?
I just think the experience, having captained the team in 2013, he's fully aware that his form needs to be good enough to be selected in the test team. So there's going to be some pressure on him for that. But I think just the right man for the job in terms of, you know, it was a tough call. I mean, there's going to be other players in the squad that are going to need to provide leadership within the squad, and that's going to be really important to support Sam. And like I said, you know, he did a great job in 2013, so it was for us a natural choice.
Okay. And obviously one of 8 returning Lions in the forwards. I'm hoping we can bring up a graphic just to recap those selected. And while we do that, Steve, a question to you. Obviously not a lot of time, but some world-class players and a huge amount of experience. For you as a coach, what is going to be key to getting the best out of them?
Yeah, I think we are going to have to come together really quickly because the game is going to come thick and fast, as we know. But you look at that, this is an impressive group of forwards. And I think having heard their names announced this morning, they're going to be raring to go. And I know I am as well.
Good stuff. Graham, you've won as a player on a Lions tour, you've won as a coach on a Lions tour. What are you going to need from these players if you're to be successful in New Zealand?
We've picked the toughest competitors. We need tough characters, guys who can bring their best game under extreme pressure, on and off the field.
Yeah. Rob, we're going to move it on to the backs, and obviously I know you all had a big say in who's touring. How excited are you, and how dangerous an attack do you think the Lions are going to be able to put together?
Can't wait. You look at the experience, the X factor, pace and power, and it's certainly competition for places, and that's what you need on a Lions tour. And I think we can't wait as a coaching group to coach these players. Yeah.
Andy, you've beaten the All Blacks with England, you've beaten the All Blacks with Ireland as well. How big a challenge is it to go to New Zealand though and win a Test series?
Well, it's a massive challenge. We all agree on that. But you look behind you there, Alex, and we've got a group of winners, haven't we? You know that those lads, they're not going to accept just being a Lion. They're not just going to accept being in the Test match squad. They want to be on a winning tour. That is competition for places, like Rob just said, and that's exactly what we need.
Yeah, Neil, it's a 5th tour for you with the Lions, but a first, obviously, to New Zealand. What do you think it's going to take if you're to come back with a series win?
Well, it's going to be a tough tour, as the guy said. There's no doubt in that. I think New Zealand, over recent times, have been, again, the best side in the world, and comfortably so. But again, as the guys have said, the players that are here, the players that have been selected, I think they've got a fantastic opportunity. And as the guy said, we need to hit the ground running, and hopefully, we can bring our A game and certainly put them under pressure.
Yeah, I don't know when you found out the squad that you'd be leading, Sam, but when you look at the players who've been chosen, what does that do for your confidence and excitement levels?
I only saw that squad list about 5 minutes ago. So I had a little look downstairs before I came up, and it's just, if someone had to ask me to pick the squad, I would have found it extremely difficult. The quality of player to pick from this year round is incredible. So immensely strong squad. Every one of those guys there is a top-class player. So, gives myself as captain, a massive amount of confidence going over to New Zealand with that squad.
Yeah. Warren, a couple of questions to you just to finish with. Every Lions fan has been picking Lions squads and Test teams for the best part of a year. Now that you've given them the tools to take to New Zealand, what is your message, not only to the 30,000 who are going to be travelling out to New Zealand, but also to the millions who will be following back home?
Yeah, I think there's been healthy debate about the squad, and I think now that the squad's been announced, is that we get behind that team 100% and be excited about travelling to New Zealand, and everyone supporting what is an incredible traditional team, and let's be 100% supportive and behind that team.
Yeah, and just in terms of the challenge, I know you said right from the outset you have to take players who will believe that they can win down there. Now that you've got your players, what has that done for your levels of self-belief?
I think that, as guys have said before, that the competition for places, there's going to be some players fighting for Test spots, and there's no clear number 1 or number 2 or number 3 in certain positions. So that's what makes us pretty excited about the quality of the squad that we have going to New Zealand, the competition. We know how tough it's going to be, particularly, this will be the toughest tour. In previous tours, the midweek games tended to be a little bit easier, but when you look at the quality of the opposition that we're playing in midweeks, it's going to be hugely challenging. That's why we've picked a few extra players than we did in 2013. We just need to make sure that we've got the depth and quality of the squad to be able to handle the quality of the sides that we're playing and coming up against.
Certainly quite a challenge, as you say. It's going to be wonderful to watch it all unfold, and it just remains for me to say the very best of luck to all of you. And I'm going to hand back to Dave now, because I know you've got a busy day of media ahead. So Dave, back to you.
Thanks, Alex. So the coaches will depart now, and then we'll have Sam, Warren and John here for the on-stage photo call. Thank you very much.